Hello, hello. I'm back. I'm on my own. I did my warm up again, but today we are yet again working on the dragon we dubbed Carbon Claw from last week, and yeah, last week the stream didn't really go too well. Everything crashed, so yeah, today I'm just gonna keep working on this one. This is a little bit more how do you call it? Input? No, not really. Effort than what we were able to give it. So yeah, just gonna continue working on what I had before and see where we turn out at the end. Don't have a timer. Let's see. That's I need to go way farther up front. Can I remesh this? Make my life a little bit easier. Ugh. Oh no. It did it last time as well. For some reason, doesn't like this. Just makes it a little bit wobbly. Just to change the topology. Sometimes it will work. This time as well? Nope. Really odd. Just do this. Groups on. What's happening? I don't get it. Well, just keep dynamashing. It seems. Ugh. Okay. Have that way more to the front. Maybe this a little bit more up. Selected eye, moved it to the front as well. There. That's my. I'm looking over here at the small OBS screen. Let's grab my pure ref. There it is, hiding in the background this time. Okay. Don't like that shape. There, that's better. Just gonna take it easy today. No, no timer or anything. Just kind of want to finish this sculpt. I was also working on the little skull monkey from Creature Box over the weekend. Really like how it turns out. Haven't made a post yet of him because I think the render, they will like how the render turned out as well. It needs a little bit more. Right now we just have the single angle, which was really nice. But I want to give him a a little bit of extra rotation in the camera as well, so in from different angles. And the scene itself, other from that one angle that I made it initially, didn't really look lively. It was very sterile. Didn't really like that. So I had some ideas to make it more livelier. But I'll have to make those first. So just some generic desk clutter. It looks a little bit like a figurine, like a collectible toy. So maybe something like the box that he came in, if he ever came into a box, right? Things like that. Something a little bit extra to dress the scene. Let's see. Today, oh, it's dragon time. I feel like over here should be thicker for some reason. Just add some volume over here. Instead of hollow, okay, concave, make it convex. Which one of the two is it again? This is concave. What I had was convex. Yes. Nice golden glow. Now that eye is a very bright orange. Yeah, something like that. That would do. His teeth are all almost black. Never go full black. And this is kind of like a combination of the two. Let's keep it mostly black. Just add a little bit of yellow in there. And let's paint the inside as well, just because we can. Let me just turn on back face. Yes. Turn off that lazy mouse. Spilling over the edge, over his lips, but we'll clean that up in a sec. See his eyes from the inside of his mouth, but I think that's one of the later things I will hopefully do. Give myself to my word this time. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yet again. They are very distracting, aren't they? You know what? Oh, there. Slightly less so now. And let's give him his guy liner. Oh, no, not on the eye. It's very blurry because of the initial one. Clean it up. Hey, welcome back. I'm doing well, thank you very much. Mike's not here today. Fortunately, he's on vacation yet again. So it's just me. And I'm working on this dragon again that we initially did last week. But the stream didn't really go too well. Everything broke. So I'm just giving it another attempt. Wonderful, good to know, good to know. Good to hear even as well. There, okay. So we got some semblance. I think that eye is too big. Yeah. And maybe a little bit. I need some more topology to do this properly, but let's leave that to the side for now. There are more important things to do. This hasn't been completely been 20 minutes. No. Last week we did this sculpt as well, but the entire stream broke down. So this week I decided just to continue where I left off. Mike's not here anyway, so just have a relaxing sculpt. Give it the attention it needs, right? It's one thing that when a sculpt doesn't really go as well as I like, but another one of the technical difficulties. It's need to have at least something. So there's been about an hour from last time, maybe a bit more. So I'm cheating a little bit, ever so slightly. I wanted to make a new thumbnail, but I didn't really have the time. And when I opened the file, it was another file. That's the one that we thought it was. Hey, thanks for hopping in, for dropping by. And maybe I'll see you later today. Have fun. Thank you for being here. in a bit. Yes. A bit more like that. Okay, wait. That kind of looks like it goes here. Yeah, actually, it should be kind of following this line over here. Almost the same. Not exactly, but almost. Kind of blends over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There should be a bit more knife-like. Should be a lot easier to do if you had proper topology, but for some reason, Cypress doesn't want me to use it today. And you can make another attempt. Doubt it. Ah, he did it. Wonderful. Boop. I lost the poly paint, but I take that. Knowing me, when I go back to redo all that, it starts to break again. So, knowing my luck. Back face marks turned on, and still it did that. Was really thin in that area. Hmm. Okay, and now there's teeth. Just pull those up. Make them. I need to do that properly, but I will not do that now. Just finish that mouth. I want to do the rest as well. Otherwise, we'll be stuck on just the head for the upcoming hour or two. Let me just go back real quick. Could have just done this, right? Save the history. I've subdivided it. Yes. Go down. Project history. Why haven't I done this? Why didn't I? His tongue. He needs a tongue. Let's do that with a cylinder. Paint it black. Oop. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. It's not symmetrical. Silly guy. Yes. There. Let's remesh this. Let's flatten this guy just from the top. I'll split it in half a bit later. And it starts in the throat, right? What about there? So maybe a bit lower. Go over the teeth. Made it go forward again, but it doesn't. Not in this piece. And shrink that down a bit. Made it way too big. Yeah, he does look like he ate way too much licorice. A very sticky mouth. Welcome back, by the way. Way too split. Yeah. Like I said, I will do the inside of the mouth later. That'll have to do for now. Let's use a nice cylinder for his body. Let's use snake hook again. Yes, 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 yes. I don't really use snake hook that much, as you might see. It's a good brush, but it's sometimes a little bit unwieldy, for me at least. Yeah. There. There's a twist to it, so this part over here is actually moved a bit more in this direction. A bit more like this, all right? And maybe like this as well. I will do that later, I think. Let's do that first. Bring some order in that chaos. There we go. Ugh. Let's turn all of that off and remesh again. Hmm. Hmm. Not happy for some reason. Don't like what I'm doing. Hmm. How am I going to do that? What's the best way to do that? Actually, yeah, let's make myself a little bit easier. First, I think this should be mostly gold, and then he has black scales, right, on his belly. let's call it. And then he needs to have those swords, right? Yeah, let's start with the sphere. There. And use the AQ curve to give it a nice point. Let's do the same over here. Push that in. Push that too much in. There. Just wiggle that into shape. Good. Yep. Let's see if we can thin that down. Ever so slightly. Hmm. Let's give it a little bit of this over here. Yes, 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 it's good. Use the dynamic subdiff right now. It's good. Okay. See if we can polish this. Let's use the trim dynamic just to push this up. That down. Let's use an actual subdivision right now. There. Gently pinch it into shape. You know what? Let's sure mask those edges. There. I get them in the end. Okay. Ugh. Something over there. Let's another remesh. Let's go back one step. Save that. Subdivide. And project history. Yes, it's good. This isn't really going how I wanted to. Let's undo that. Let's undo a couple of steps. That's a lot better. Okay. What if we just do clear polish? There we go. it's a lot easier, right? There. Just push that in. Shrink that down. These I will tweak a lot over during this entire stream, I think. There are a lot of them. Let's delete lower. Teeny tiny one. Somewhere over there. Especially since the body still needs to be shaped in the correct orientation, and then these will have to follow as well, right? Hello? Okay, there we go. They're all slightly curved slightly differently as well. But now it's still all the same. The same one, but we'll change that later when we've positioned him. Otherwise, we'll be doing them twice. It's a bit of a shame for the time that we have, right? All right, we got that. It feels very, very thin. This side looks good. This side, way too thin. Let's see if we can do something about that. Slightly easier to do that now than when we've positioned them, which I think I will have to do soon. It's not something I can postpone. turn off RGB for smoothing. Then we keep that line, otherwise we'll blur that out as well. Don't want that, don't want that. But now I kind of keep, right now I can kind of keep it as a guide. Okay. There's a white line I'm noticing around my ZBrush. And I don't know why. You guys see that as well? Let me just check the stream real quick. Not that I can fix it, but I'm just very curious right now. So slow when you're streaming. Okay, there. Yeah, it's there. Weird. Haven't seen it before. What if we do this? What if we do that? Oh, that's gone. So that was it all along. Okay. Yeah. Let's just position the noodle. Let's do that. Let's turn off those spikes, those blades. Yeah, something like that. If you put the scales on the dragon, don't the polygons count in the total number? I don't exactly know what you mean. But the total amount of polygons will stay the same no matter what. But if I make them as one shape, kind of like the horns here in his skull, then the polygons will be different. I don't know if it will be less or more. Right now, I think it will be more. Right now, it just intersects with the body, so it doesn't have to calculate more. Otherwise, it will have to create something over here that merges well with the spikes and the scales. So it would add more. In this case, on the other hand, all of these spikes kind of go inwards. There's a little bit of extra over here. So I would lose that, but I will gain something else. But right now I like to keep them separate for now. It's a little bit easier to work with. And if I feel like it, I will merge them together. But I don't think it will be necessary just for this stream. It's not an amount that ZBrush can't handle. So. Bulk that up over here. I'll make the scales of his belly. I will make those in a second. Right now, I just keep that black line that I've made as a guide to place them. You meant a part of the scales that extended to the dragon's back. So these ones, yeah. The polygons that go inward. No, now they're moved. That are on the inside. They still count. Yeah. Let's turn on topological so we can move them individually. And let's use the everything that I've made counts to the total. Turn symmetry off. Placing them now wasn't the placing them before wasn't the best thing, but oh well, we're here now. Let's move them up a bit more. Let's see if we can use this line over here to place them. Let's turn on this one. It's a little bit easier to see where that edge is. Let me just go over here. It's a tricky one to get accurate according to the concept art, because most likely something has been made that just looks cool, which is of course the best thing to do, but making something like this and also not be accurate is tricky to do in 2D. Okay, that's at least something. A start. Let's see. These ones are kind of okay. The first one, that one is still symmetrical. There's a little bit of a kink into it. It's a bit thinner, a bit smaller. Maybe dented it one time. Okay. This one over here, I think this one can go a little bit smaller. And, oh wait, it's a little bit smaller still. Move it up. Yeah, and make it ever slightly more curvy. Okay. This one, nope, let me just do it like that. Just curve it ever slightly in that direction. Let me just save that camera, store camera. There we go. Now if I move that camera, press that button, there we go. You can come back and forth. Okay. There. I think we can place this one a little bit higher. Now, what I see now, in this perspective that I have at least now, is by far the correct one, but the horns that he has, let's mask those out, extend a lot more than that I had. So that corner that we have, where we had over here, should be slightly past this blade. And this point should be, I think, over here. And this blade we will push up. Makes it a bit broader. Get a bit more body. Oh, by the way, this one extends as well. Let me just go back to my camera. Yes. Something over there. There, somewhere. Good enough. And then this blade that we have should be around there. It's almost in the extension of that horn that we just posed. And it's quite a lot bigger. It's not as broad though, but I think the spacing could be ever so slightly better, like that. Okay, so this guy, it seems like it's a bit more of a rounded cut over here. So let's add that into it. And that corner that we have over here also seems a bit more sharp. Yeah. Just save this real quick. This part over here is too long. Should be forward a bit. So this curve should end over here, and not over here. But we do that later. Let's continue with the blades on this back. Oop. I also see that there. That one should be over there. Okay. And let's do this guy. This one now. I was right when I told you guys I was moving this one around a lot. I saw them and I thought, like, yeah, these are going to be a problem. Well, no, it's not really a problem, but I think that needs to be broader. Yeah, just do it like that. Give that edge to that. Let's do a little bit of acute curve there. Yeah, it's banana shaped now. Oh no, should have known. There, let's fix that. It's not perfectly straight anymore. But I don't think that matters. that one. What does this one do? I think this one is a little bit more broad and moves down a bit more. See, it's a bit more of a curve to it. Okay. That one. Now we get a bigger one that I'm missing, because then we got after that one 1, 2, 3 that I can see. So in the 1, 2, 3, so okay. So I have too little, too few. Because the other ones will kind of intersect with his body. Oof. I'm glad they don't for him. Just stops here. Let's go up again. Delete lower. Oop, oop, oop. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay. Yep. Saving a lot today. Yeah. That one has a bit of a point over here. Then it turns slightly more into a hook. I think they can be a bit wider. Start it again. There. Use the pinch to slightly turn that into a sharper point as well. It's still a bit bent, but he's been around, right? That's this one that we just did, huh? Yeah. Did just lost track immediately. Okay. think it will just keep those 3 as they are, but move them into a slightly better position. Hmm. Yeah, that took all of my concentration for some reason. And let's move him around ever so slightly. Move that up. Camera. Yes. Let's move that around so it has a similar shape, similar curve to him. I feel like he can be slightly smaller, or his head needs to be bigger. One of the two. I think it's easier if I move the head around, the body around. I think. Let's make the yellow again. Oop, oop. Kind of like that. Mm-hmm. Sure that curve works from all angles. I think over here is too straight. But I don't want to realign those spines again. I think I will. I think I will nonetheless. I think this is shape-wise a bit closer. The spines have become too small now, though. So I have to realign them yet again. I think that will be a bit easier now. Let's just use the move tool, topological, just nice and big. And slightly rotate this one. Yep. Along that axis, yes. Same with this one. Look how bendy that spine has become. Let's fix that. Oop. We can suck subdivisions. I don't mind a little bend, but that one was just too bendy. Okay, the orientations have been fixed. So let's save that again. Save that again, yes. And let's change the scale. We'll just use the there. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Almost there. We're getting closer and closer. I don't want the floor turned on. Right, that one can be a bit bigger. Hmm. Nope. I think I forgot to scale that one. That's good. And this one. Okay. Thinking how I'm going to approach those belly scales, but I think I've got a solution for myself. First off, let me just do that. Let's get that out of that mouth. I will pick the select lasso tool. Use that. And use that. Got this weird squiggly line. Just use auto groups. Okay, and now we got these, but those should be almost over here and over here. I knew those were going to become a problem, but let's fix that. Auto group as well. And now this one, and that's just one group. There. Okay. And I will pick the Z modeler. Yes. Huh. Nope. And do that. Lead higher and lower. There. Fix my problem. And I will just make polygroups all along this polygroup itself. It's a bit sluggish for some reason. There. Okay, now it's a separate one. And we just go all along. Oh man, it's really sluggish. Why is that? We'll just fix this one. And then we'll check if the dynamic subdiv is turned on for some reason. It is not. That's usually the case when it's sluggish. At least for me. Oh well, I just have to bear with it for now. Sadly enough, but the idea is when I finally done all of it along his entire belly, I can extrude those separately, and then I got my separate belly scales. I could have done this when it was still symmetrical though, but I wasn't really thinking. Oh man, this is slow. If I turn you down, what then? What then? It's a bit better. Well, we're gonna be here for a while. could check the size of all of them. Like that, are they all equal sizes? But I think I'm just going to do it by eye. I think this is too much. And once I've done it by eye, I will complain about it later. There. Almost there. It doesn't really end in anything. It ends in a point. Well, let's just make these just in case. Let's make them just one longer. Almost the same color as it was. Oh, you know what? That's gonna stay as one. Okay. Now we got his belly all polygrouped. And we're gonna remove all of this and the top as well. Don't need that. Okay, delete. And now I am going to group split. So all of those groups will be a separate polygroup. Yes. And now I'm going to merge everything back again. There. It doesn't really seem like it did a lot, but now all of these will be their own separate tool, separate piece. And when I will give them some thickness, they won't attach at this point, and you will see that. I like them to be separate. So yeah, extrude polygroup, something like that. Sure. Use the Alt button, just tap it to create some different polygroups, just so they're different from the other ones. I don't think it matters right now too much, because in the end I will, hey, it didn't do it. There. I will use an auto group anyway, so it'll be fine if you don't. In this case, yeah, I think it did change color. Yeah, okay. Change to the same one. There. And now we just do auto group and everything is a different one. Perfect. Now go to our body again and just make everything yellow. Go to our belly scales. Let's turn on dynamic subdiv, and that's kind of how it looks right now. Just see if we can move them around topological, so we can move them individually. I don't think I will move that one too much. They're a little bit rounded on the corners over here, right? Not really corners, but the edges. And one will always overlap the other one. So, oh, oh, come here. So, there's also a point to be made that I could have been making one and duplicating that all over. But I like to have that clean topology and the flow with his body. It's a little bit easier to do it like this for me. Otherwise, we'll have that same problem, but the same thing that I had with the back scales. But this time it would have to interact with each other, right? So it would be a little bit more difficult than it otherwise would be. It's not too much, ever so slightly, but I prefer this way. Mm-hmm. Let's do something about the visibility of this because it's becoming a tad difficult. Yep, I just turn this one on. Just the basic material has a nice contrast to it. With a lighter color as well, like yellow. So we don't get the car side at the end of the evening. We won't see the bottom one. It will be covered by the top one completely, right? So I have to fix that later. Right now I want to have them one on top of the other one. Round those off with a very gentle smooth on those corners. I'm very well aware that I'm only doing one side right now, by the way, in case you were wondering. Let's see what the damage is on the other side. Inflate that ever so slightly. Oh, there. Ugh. Okay, let's clean up over here. What's this? Those are his teeth. Don't have any subdivisions. Okay, merge down. That's part of his head, that's part of his head, that's part of his head. New folder called head. That's his cheeks, those are his eyes, it's his actual head. That's his tongue, goes in there as well. There we go. That one is a bit too thick on the top, but maybe we can slim that down in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I made something terrible. Okay. Let's just give it some subdivisions. And just give it, slim it down and give it slightly some texture. Just slim up and that side as well. Spending way too much time on this. At least, not maybe not way too much, but a lot more than I initially wanted to. It's not going how I wanted to, for some reason. Note to self, don't do this again. Requires a lot of finagling. Just use a pinch over here as well. Just takes a while. Oop. Yeah. I did in the end make too few scales, but oh well. This will have to do. It will really depend how they will turn out. If I want to squish some more in there, especially in this area. Let me grab that camera. Right over here. Okay. Yeah, it needs some more, don't they? Doesn't it? Let's just move this up. And delete lower. And just duplicate that one. Nope, that one. Let me add one here and another one over there. So, oop. There, that order. Oop, oop. No, let's move this one down. that direction is a little bit up. Yes. And let's take another one of these. Wait a minute. Already was one there. Not paying attention. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, I see what happened. There. I held control while still moving, and then it just makes another duplicate. Okay. There. Okay. Those are better shapes. It took a while, but we got there. Let's do something about that surface. Thin those out a bit. Hmm. That one needs to be sharper as well. Just pinch that. Pinch this. Pinch that one as well. Fill up those gaps there. Let's thin out those sides over here as well. That one is fine. This one is a bit lumpy. Let's do subdiv, quick clay polish. It's still a little bit uneven. Let's see what we can do with some damp standard. Just to create some scratches. To roughen that up with clay polish as well. That over there is good. Yep, smaller. Yes. Okay, so now we got all of that. Looks a little bit too much. because it is. Some damn standard in there yet again. Some quick, bigger scratches, some deeper ones. And now we just clay polish. No. Subdivide ones, now clay polish. There. Some slight texture to it right now. It's still kind of clean-ish. Okay, let me just quickly go and save this. Ooh, it's very shiny. How does it look with a metal one? Droplet sinks too much, way too much, very dark. Chrome bright? Ugh. Oh, metal cap. Well, I never really used them, to be perfectly honest. They're alright if you want to. That's a bit better. If you want to render and make some passes with them, but it's too much work. don't really need it. Zebra paint there. Okay. I think we are quite close, which is good. I think that nose of his can be a bit bigger. I think I shrank it down. That was one of the last things I did last time. So shrink this guy down. It's very sharp as well. So let's make it slightly more stumpy. Okay. And this line over here really extends to this area. I think that tongue is way too straight, so let's just bend that a bit. Usually, they also have this little piece of muscle that it attaches to the jaw, right? Nope. Nothing to drink anymore. What am I gonna do now? I'll just keep it like this. Add in a little sphere. Hey, hello, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. We're doing this one again. And it's mainly because, well, last week was a bit of a disaster when we tried this one. So I'm doing it again. Well, at least I continue where I left off. Wasn't too far. Should be going all right, I must say. Just having them side by side. Just checking what I still need to do right now. Could just polish the face a bit more, right? How have you been doing, by the way, if I haven't asked already? I think there's a little dent here instead of a bulge. Yes. Let's see if we can add that. Eye doesn't look. Oh yeah, wait. I think an hour ago I mentioned that this part was too wide, too long. I think if this is all further forward, then that eye can go a bit further forward as well. Set is too straight. Needs to go tilt up a bit. So let's go to T-Pose Master. So we can do all of them at the same time. All those subtools of the face. He's still symmetrical. He is. Let's keep it that way. Put a pivot point on a proper spot. Maybe move it down a bit. Yeah, better. Oh, you're right on time. You're not late. Chat always arrives when they meant to be. Mike isn't here today, as you may have noticed. He's on vacation right now. I had to look for words for some reason. And so just me. I have been sculpting for about 2 hours now, something like that, but you're never late, man. You can arrive whenever you want. Just give that body some slight roughness. What happens when I do this? Rough it up a bit more. Yeah, let's just work on that head of his. Let's see. I think also that this area over here can be this part over here. This line. Oh, the one time I don't have the thing. This line can be a bit shorter. So let's see if we can do that. Go to lower subdivision, just push that up. Make that smile more menacing, even more menacing than it already was. Mm-hmm. I think this over here, can I come into that direction? Mm-hmm. And then these horns can become a bit wider as well. 10 out of 10. Ah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a fun one. I'm glad I continued with this one. It was a nice design, and it deserved some proper time, right? And it also saves me from thinking something new. The mic's gone for the coming 2 weeks. So you got 4 sessions, including this one, with just me. Don't know if that's a good thing, but you know, it is what it is. let's do that. That was a weird lasso. Oh. A very enthusiastic lasso. Oop. I feel like this part is too long. What if we put it on the, yeah. All right. It's a bit bendy here. Let's see if we can straighten it out. Let's look at it on over here. Make it slightly bigger. Let's see how it looks if I just put the render on. Never really liked the render in ZBrush, but I might see things in a slightly different perspective, right? In a different light. It's a tricky one. I think it's want to touch it over there. I think his belly over here, his body needs to be a bit smaller, and the scales can be a bit bigger. So let's go to a low subdivision. Turn off topological so we can move them all at the same time. You use this in Neverland instead of the Netherlands. It's very similar. Yeah. Slightly less fantastical than in Peter Pan and Hook. So I'm sorry to say. It's pretty plain. But that is also maybe because I'm used to it, right? There was also a mention of the Netherlands in a game I used to play back in the day, which was Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Yeah. of all dimensions. And in the beginning of the campaign, you had a little text box that says like, "Oh, hey, this is a little bit of the story, really. Oh, this and this is happening. That's why you're doing the thing." And they in one campaign you were up against the Inferno Castle. There's a lot of demons and hellspawn and things like that. And that little text box in that campaign. Oh no! Did it press delete? No. Okay, good. The little text box said you had to fight off the evil demons from the Netherlands. Like, oh man. I mean, it's not untrue, but it's a bit rude. But that's also maybe why a lot of people say just Holland instead of the Netherlands. It's just easier to say. I am Dutch. Yes, that's correct. Let's polish up those lines they just made. Those are a bit wobbly. Let's straighten those out. Just use dam standard. Invert it. Go across that edge. And let's see what happens if I just mask that a bit. Invert it. I just press the clay polish. Better to work with than what I had, but there. Slightly tickle these edges. It's hot in your country. Oh no. What country are you from? It last week it was very warm here as well for, you know, what's common in the Netherlands at least. But today nature has been compensating by just being a very rainy day. Senegal and Canada, both of them. Where's Senegal again? Let me just check real quick. Senegal. All the way over there, dude. Well, it's near the equator. It would be weird if it was cold, to be completely honest. But it's warmer than usual, right? I'm guessing. Yeah, it's very noticeable that nature is a bit fucked. At least over here, the weather is becoming more and more extreme with every year. Clearly so. Days are getting hotter, and when it rains, it rains harder. Haven't had any snow in years. Just got lost in all the finagling. How hot is it at the moment on your side? Just a couple of weeks ago, because I have I live on the top floor on with a flat roof, a room facing the south, so it's just the entire day is just sun, and it turned to like 34 degrees in just my little room over here, which is a lot for me. Especially if you have to work in that room the entire day. It becomes quite tiring. Luckily, today was not one of those days. On the contrary, I had the idea that I had to put my vest on. But it was like still 24 degrees, which isn't vest temperature. If I do that now, then during winter I will regret it. But yeah, it was such a sudden shift in temperatures that it was quite odd. I like it. It's still quite up. Ugh, ugh. That little eye bag that he has as well. Yeah. Let's clean up the paint of his, clean up his guy liner of his. I think his tongue, even though I like to avoid full black, I'm just going for full black right now. Yeah, and inside of his mouth as well. One of his spines is sticking through his head. Oh no. Think I can do a bit more for his. Yeah, I still got half an hour. I think I can do that. Just give his teeth something to hold on to. Just give him some gums or something like that. And use the back face mask. Oh, that's still on. Okay. For that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can do something about for those teeth over here. Doop doop. Oh, hello. Yes. Let's turn off his. Sorry. Let's put his body in a folder. Let's clean that up as we go. There. What's this? That's his eyeball. Okay. Let's just mask brush. Mask it out. It's that side as well. Just remove it like that. No one will know. Let's turn off the poly paint for now. Hello? It's a bit pink, but behaving slightly differently than I'm used to, but that's usually a good sign to save, right? Did I ever try roller skating? Years and years ago. I think when I was very little, I got a pair of, yeah, I think they were roller skates with the two on each side, right? And I did quite like that, and I wanted to do it again when I was a bit older. And I got some actual ones, the ones in a line. But I was very bad at it because, well, I never done it, and never really did too much with that afterwards. I'm just gonna turn off that tongue for now. It's very annoying. Where is that tongue? That's here. Okay. So not recently. No. Far from it. You broke your wrist for skating. Oh no, that's another reason not to do it now. uh, I hope not recently. I luckily have never broken anything so far. Oh, 2 years ago. Oh, good. Did you just fall over, or just did you try to do something really, really cool? How did you manage to break your wrist? There, give him a bit of a lip. Let's fill it up again. Ugh. Some very dirty looking gums. I don't like how that looks. Let's redo that. Let's use the inflate. The tongue is underneath there as well, over that as well, but still. Nah, okay, kind of like that. Turn that one on again. Turn on the body again. Yeah. Let's see what we can do to make that nose ever so slightly more straight. It's slightly too wobbly to for my liking. There's something happening with that nose as well. It's not nosy enough. Let's dig in there. There. And let's clean that up with some poly paint. This one, please. Nope. Yep. I feel like that nose is too small now, at least the nostril. So let's go subdivision lower. Clean up that edge. There. And I think I will slightly scuff up the spines as well. Because I feel that they're just too straight, too clean for the rest of the sculpt. And they stand out a bit. Just use the clay buildup and alternate between the adding and subtracting. Just very lightly, just tickling. So if you just go back, I feel like they fit a bit better compared to the other ones. I think it's also the straightness of the shape itself, not just the texture. Hey, how you doing? It's been a while, man. Watching in bed. Well, yeah, it's usually pretty late when we're streaming, right? You're catching the tail end of it. Mike's gone. He's on another vacation yet again. So it's just me, and I'm working on the dragon that we didn't manage to finish last week when we were all failing the stream. Everything failed because of the internet and VPNs that suddenly were turned on. So I thought, like, hey, yeah, let's do this. Let's give the one a proper go. And so far, I must say, actually quite like it. Quite like how it turned out. Oh, thank you, man. It's technically a little bit longer than the 3 hours we usually do, or the 2.5 hours. Should I just thanks, guys. Thank you very much. I like it. I'm enjoying this one as well. I just pick this color. Yep. It's a weird color to add. Just RGB intensity, just very low. Let's add some very small color differences in here. I think over here as well, like some sort of a shadow, right? Maybe around his lips. Maybe turn it up ever so slightly. Make it a bit easier on myself. Mask the eye, so then paint on there. Oh, back face is turned on. I don't need that right now. It's a slight color variation. It's a bit too much over here. So just tone that down again. Hello, you. Oh, wait. There. Oh, wait. His tongue. There you go. And I think that there's a slight color variation makes it a little bit more lively. It's not really accurate, but the concept, it kind of looks like it's something metallic. And just a little while ago, I just was playing around with the materials, but didn't really see any that I really liked. So that's something I would have to do in post if I wanted to. Okay, and let's pick a slightly lighter color as well. So we got it yellow. Just go a bit more white for the highlights over here. Just gently brush those. Make it a little bit harsher. Still got a couple of minutes, so we can do this. Oh, that's too harsh. There. So a slightly bigger brush and a smaller brush to add that highlight in. Can also blend it afterwards, right? If we have the smooth brush, now it's just on add and RGB is turned off. If we just turn off add and just use RGB, it will only smooth out the poly paint. And it keeps your geometry intact. Oh, it's black over there. Let's go to his body again, just to steal that that yellow. Turn back face mask back on. It's almost 5 o'clock on your man. Oh yeah, that's in the afternoon, right? PM. I rarely use AM and PM. I always get them confused with each other. Use just the 24-hour clock over here, or just the normal 12. But wait, this one, that's the one I wanted to have. What's going on? There, okay. Let's use that eye again. Nope. He's doing weird things today. It's not picking my colors correctly. And there's also something purplish on purplish sheen on his body, right? So let's see if we can find that one. Very dark, very saturated, maybe a bit more red. I think that's close. Yep. We can also add in some highlights and shadows as well. Yeah, I think I overdid it ever so slightly. Just gently push that back. Smaller brush. There. Okay, let's take that black. Do I want to do it like that? No, I don't. I pick this black. Make it a bit lighter. Just go over the edges. Make the RGB intensity a little bit higher. Yes. There. Go over in this direction as well. Oh no, I think I lost the color now. Oh no, still because of the mistake, I still got it. Good. Let's do those edges over here. All right, got about 10 minutes. Let's pick some of the lighter Color again, give him some extra highlight over here. A little bit on top as well. There. Nope. There. Oh, I quite like the vertex colors, I must say. Let's add some white on top of these ones as well. Just make them a bit stronger again. Some fake lighting, right? Oh, of course. Yeah, I was scribbling with the damn standard on this, on with the clay build with on this one, right? A little bit weird on that side because of it. Your fish died yet again. Oh no! How many fish have died now? It's because of the weather, maybe. It's too warm. What kind of fish was it? A goldfish. Ah, no. Those are the most fun ones. We used to have goldfish when we were little. Nope. I wanted to go for to drink, but I don't have anything anymore. Just death by checking in, just so he can see me drink. But no, sadly, have to disappoint you, Deathbite. Yeah, I like it. I like it, but I think the belly skills are a little bit too colorful. So let's turn them down. Just pick that black gently. Gently go over all of that. Still has that color, but less so. Cool. And let's go over here. Let's go to render shadows. Let's turn those down again, as I always do. Oh, camera, thank you. I think it could have added some more detailing around his face, but you know, time. And the painting was fun. Yeah, let's turn off the shadow. What if it only had ambient occlusion? Yeah, that's a bit better. It's so pretty, you want to cry. Oh, don't cry. Just a dragon. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. I think that we still have a couple of minutes. The tongue is way too big, isn't it? It's way too big. Let me just yeah, I got to select it. Just squish it in. I can do this. You know what? This one goes in that direction. Okay, and oh, I saw another thing that I wanted to do, which is gonna pick the paint again. Yeah, darken those points of his. There. Okay, that's a bit better. I'm quite happy with this. Yeah. There we go. Right on time as well. It's which is very, very rare that I'm done in time. But I also started with a large part of the head. I do have some Q&A time. Yeah, not too long though. It's 11 o'clock in the evening. Ask some questions. Go ahead. I keep wanting to go for my drink, but oh. Yeah, I think I will just do that for now. In between, just gonna make some screenshots for the Discord channel. There's a link in the description if you want to join us in the Discord channel as well, by the way. And what year did this started sculpture? Ooh, that's quite a while ago. But I started it when I was in school, and I started in 2010, and sculpting was in 2011. But I usually used it more as a tool when I needed to. It was only I think after I was done with school, and I did some had some jobs as well. But I noticed that that there was a very big difference between what I was able to make when I had reference and what I was able to make by my own. And that's kind of when I started to learn how to sculpt, really. I knew how to use the software, how to use ZBrush. But actually sculpting, that was a lot later. And I think that was around 2018 when I really started to dig into sculpting. And I started together with Mike with the 100-day challenge. So that's every day you do something, right? And just every day, just for me it was a bust. So every day a new bust, and this and that, and constantly new and new and new. And that really helps you improve a lot in a very quick amount of time. So yeah, that was like I said, around 2018. Nope. Background. Yes. Trying to cut out the concept art at the moment, so I can put them side by side. Okay, and just make a mask. Yes. An inverted mask. You guys can see it. But it's not too interesting what I'm doing right now. But yeah, that really helped a lot in doing dailies. And basically it was always after work as well. It's kind of what I'm doing right now. But you know, after you've done 100 of a single thing, you kind of want to see where your bar is, right? How high, how far you can get it. And that's why when I started to do some longer sculpts as well, but I always tend to come back to short. How do you call it? Yeah, just short deadlines. If they are too long, or I don't set the deadline myself, if someone else needs to set them, right? If I do it myself, then I would just keep going and going and going and going, and never really finished. Let's see. Pick a layer, fill layer. If you got one more question, you should ask it soon, because I will stop, put an end to the day in a couple of minutes. Ah, the head is too small. Should I just quickly do that? Just quickly, very quick. Eyes, that one. Let's pick a different color so we can see what we're doing. How old am I? I'm 73. There you go. There. Okay. That's a bit better. Yeah. Okay, let's run that again. Okay, and now I'm fully done for today. There. I will put this over there yet again. Hey, why are you not? There. There. Still have to get used to affinity sometimes. There. Put that there. Right. I will post the results in the Discord channel. There's a link in the description if you want to join us. You can ask us more questions there as well. See other art from the other people there as well. And yeah, thank you all for dropping by. I'll be back again alone on my own on Thursday. I have to see what I will do then. I will continue working on the Pokemon project together with Mike when he's back. But yeah, I have to see what we will do then. But I'll think about it. Thanks for stopping by, and see you then. Bye.